Okay, so module 23 is glassmorphism. This is a trend that came into web development about 2022-23. So basically somewhere around the end of last school year, beginning of this school year. And this is what it is. It's got a lot of influence from our phones and from iPads, and this is where you will see it the most in websites and commercials. But essentially it is a clear-ish background with a blur effect on it. And most of the times you will see the elements, the divs or the flex items or whatever they are, have border radius on them as well. And I'm going to show you how to do this, but first the project is to recreate this attached image exactly. A couple things you can ignore. This border right here where it has a different blur and opacity on the border, just ignore this, pretend this isn't there. Anywhere you see it, ignore it. But you're going to recreate these two. If I were making this, I would make this flex item 1, flex item 2, and then you can ignore this section right here and just treat this as two images right here. So that is about it. So you're basically creating what looks like a music player. So 1 and 2, which you can use different images, but I want the buttons up here. So you can find these icons online. It's just a simple arrow, colon, magnifying glass, and window button. And this is a play button, etc. So you can find these. This right here you can ignore, but I do want everything else. Okay, and I'll be looking for the padding and the margins. And if you don't get this right here, that is okay. This is a div at the bottom of this perfectly lined up with this flex item with a border radius, and it lines up perfectly. If you get that those are bonus points, okay? So now I'm going to show you how to get the effect like this. So again, it's a clearish background with a blur on it and a border radius, which you see right here. Okay, RGBA 2555, 2555, or 255, 255, 255, and then the 0.5 is 0.15 is transparency, the alpha. So the border radius, you can do whatever you want. The background color is essentially this, and then the backdrop dash filter a blur. The 15 pixels, I have a 15 pixel blur here. If I turn it up and I make it, let's make it 45. It might not be obvious. Yeah, it's up here. So it's so blurred that you can't even really tell that it's transparent anymore. That is very blurry. All right, that is about it